Hello, good afternoon. I'm your very own Lydia Okpara. Today I want to talk about dealing with rejection, whether as a man or as a woman, most especially in relationship. I am doing this because I have also felt rejected in one way or the other. And the big word, I've also been jilted at some points in my life. So I'm doing this to help a young lady out there or a young man out there who feels that they have been rejected and don't know how to move on. So I want to share with you how I was able to move past my rejection and how I am a better person today. So another reason why I also wanted to do this video is because I've had a friend who for 10 years she wasn't able to move past a rejection because her fiancé at the time impregnated a lady, and it was very difficult for her to move on. In fact, she stayed in that place of pain for about 10 good years. She wasn't able to date someone else. She wasn't able to have a very fruitful relationship until I met her. When I met her, I just shared with her my experiences and how I was able to deal with my rejection. And today she's married. She's happily married to the man of her dreams. So there might be a young lady out there or a young man out there who has experienced rejection before and don't know how to deal with rejection. I've heard stories of people who had committed suicide because of rejection. I don't want that to be your lot. I don't want that to be your story. I want you to learn from my own experience and have a way forward. So the first thing is this: when you experience any form of rejection, rejection can be from anywhere. It can even be in your workplace. Rejection can be from your family, can be from anywhere. Mine was more like in a relationship. So first thing that I want you to do is that when you experience any form of rejection, I want you to know that it's not because there's something wrong with you. Because one thing that the enemy tries to attack when you face rejection is your self-esteem. The enemy tries to downplay your self-esteem, to make you feel like there's something wrong with you. Because when just imagine it, when you're in your office and they promoted other people from your department and they didn't promote you, you feel like, oh, instead I'm not working right. Is there something wrong with me? Am I not putting in my best? Maybe in a relationship, you're like, oh, is there something wrong with my looks? Is the other person better than me? You know, I don't want you to feel that way. That's what the enemy wants to attack. Just know that there's nothing wrong with you. I also don't want to downplay the fact that most people experience rejection because of their bad character or their bad attitude. That one is also another reason. So when you experience rejection, one of the steps you can take is to do an analysis of the event. Do an analysis of the event. Find out if there's any way you defaulted. Find out if there's something you can be better. Find out if there's something you can improve on. But don't stay in the low. It's good to cry. Yes, when you cry, you ease out emotions, you ease out pains. It's good to cry, but don't cry for too long. Make sure you don't cry for too long. Okay, crying is beautiful, but don't cry for too long. Be quick to stand up from the place of your low. Be quick to stand up from the place of your rejection and look ahead. One of the things that I did is, first of all, I made excuses for the people. You know, the Bible said God has given each and every one of us the power to make choices. So I said, okay, it's their choice. Maybe that's what works for them. Okay, so I have the power to make a choice. And if you look at it, I also have, maybe in quotes, broken some people's hearts before. Okay, you know, a lot of people have come to marry me. I can remember maybe count like 7 people who had in one time or the other wanted to marry me, and I didn't marry all of them. And those people in one way or the other felt rejected. So when you start, you know, hitting your head against the wall, like somebody rejected me, somebody jilted me, also remember that you have also in one way or the other made someone feel rejected. So how do you deal with your self-esteem not being crushed? Is to always reaffirm what God has said about you. Reaffirm what God has said about you. For me, what I did is I pasted some affirmative words in the walls of my room. So when I wake up every morning, I look at those words like you're beautiful, you're smart, you have the mind of Christ, you're bold, you have wisdom. You know, I started reaffirming what the Bible said about me. I started reaffirming what God said about me, and that helped my self-esteem. Another thing that I also did that I want to share with you is that in the place of my pain, in the place where I was really crying, I started praying Psalms. In fact, when you go to Psalms, you're going to see different expressions of emotion. So anytime you feel down, anytime you feel low, just look for somewhere in the Psalms and you're going to find, because it's like David kind of experienced so many of the emotions that we are experiencing today. So go there, you're going to find something. Release your heart to the Lord. One of the prayers that I usually make then is, Father, I release my heart to you. This pain is difficult for me. This is something that I don't know how to deal with, but I trust you to take me through it. I trust you to heal me. I trust you to make me better. I trust you to bring out the best in me. And I can tell you, if you're looking at me today, that shows that those prayers that I prayed work. And one of the things that the Holy Spirit is going to do for you is the Holy Spirit is going to walk you through forgiveness. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. You don't have any right to hold anything against anybody. Okay? Because if you look at it closely, when God has brought you out from that situation, when God has blessed you, when God has turned things around, you will be grateful to God that you probably didn't marry that person. I'm telling you, like, God, I'm so grateful to you, because God is going to heal you and restore to you beyond what your mind can imagine. I'm telling you, my husband today is a gift from God. I couldn't have been married to anyone else. I can tell you that. Okay, but then I didn't see that. If I had closed my eyes looking at my past, looking at what I probably thought I had missed, I wouldn't have opened my eyes to see the person that God has for me, the gifts that God has for me. So God is going to walk you through forgiveness. So you're going to forgive. One way to forgive is that when you're praying, you mention the person's name. Whatever the person's name, Donald, I forgive you for what you did to me. Or Mercy, I forgive you for what you did to me. You treated me wrong, but I release forgiveness towards you. I release the love of God towards you. I project goodwill towards you, because let me tell you, if you project goodwill towards people, good will come to you. So God will walk you through forgiveness. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. When you forgive, you will feel light. In fact, when I forgave, I felt like literally there was something like a stone that was lifted up from my heart. And I started experiencing the joy of the Lord, the peace of the Lord, the beauty of the Lord. And then it was very easy for me to connect, to build values, to build the relationship, you know, to meet people, to become the best that God wanted me to be. Look, you know, some people say, oh, you mixed the will of God, maybe something. But I can tell you that even when you make a mistake, even when you experience rejection because you made a mistake, or maybe because you didn't know better, when God is going to have mercy on you, when God is going to turn things around, He's going to erase all your past. He's going to erase it like it never ever happened. He's going to give you beauty. He's going to give you someone that you will be so grateful to God for. So I want to encourage you that when you experience any form of rejection, just take it like a redirection. Rejection is a redirection. So don't stay in your low. Don't stay in the place of your past wallowing and say, oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, is there anything wrong? Oh, this is that. Oh, this and that. Look, even if there's something wrong, just release it to God. Take it to God. You know, simple prayers. You know, people like, oh, maybe God is so far. God is not so far. The Bible said that Christ is in us. Christ in us, the hope of glory. So that means, He said, I will give you another comforter. The Holy Spirit is just too beautiful. So I'll give you another comforter, another helper, another confidence. So if you don't feel, maybe you feel like, oh, if I talk to my friends at that time, my friends, we have a lot of friends who don't know how to keep, keep their mouth shut and stuff. So you have the Holy Spirit as your confidence. And in that time of your low, I would strongly advise you that you don't go about looking for friends, looking for pity party. No, you don't go about looking for people who are good, because a lot of people just be there, they want to cry with, oh, just keep crying and cry. Some people be like, oh, this person is this, is that, is it, they just keep, people be like, oh my God, look. Look for strong people. People who are going to help you come out of it. People who are going to encourage you, who are going to build you up. People who are going to make you come out fast. Not people who will be recounting your pains. Because when you keep recounting, the Bible said that if they were mindful of where they came from, they would have had an opportunity to go back. If you keep recounting and recounting your pain, recounting your hurt, you will never move past that pain. You will never move past that hurt. So you have to stop, forgive, project good, move forward, affirm what God has said about you, and you will just see that beauty will keep coming into your life. So I want to encourage you, young lady out there, or young man out there who feels rejected in the place of your work. You feel rejected in your family, you feel rejected in any area of your life, you feel rejected in your relationship. You feel like, oh, someone just jilted you, or somebody just broke your heart, or maybe someone that was supposed to marry you, you found out that the person has married someone else, and you're like, oh my God, my world is finished, or maybe this or maybe that. I want to encourage you. You can come out of it. God will give you beauty for ashes. It's not as easy though, but I want to tell you that you can come out of it. Cry, yes. Trust God, pour your heart to God, forgive, move on, keep reaffirming yourself, and then you keep seeing the beauty of God radiating in your life every day, and God is going to crown it all with someone who, when you look back, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that this happened, because that had to happen for this to be. Thank you so much for listening, and may God bless you. I'm going to come your way some other time with more tips on how you can deal with rejection. But for now, I just want to say bye. Thank you, and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to Lydia Okpara on YouTube. God bless you. And also follow my blog sites, www.feedyourinspirations.com. May God bless you. Thank you.